His hand on my shoulder. Glad you're here. You're under? I asked. What? I heard you say that you'll stay under. He put his hand back in his pocket. Oh, that. Yeah, I'm under the gun, so to speak, to make sure some deals go through. You know, sales. I did know. I was the publicity manager for a San Francisco publisher of How to Live Your Life and Here's What You Should Think books. But before I could ask him more about these deals, he smiled and directed me to the door, his hand on my back. You look wonderful. We walked into the bar. By the time we finished that first drink, I was a goner. This man was not only gorgeous, piercing brown eyes, thick dark hair, that mischievous smile. He knew how to listen. I was nervous and talking so much that I even told him all about my cat, Bonkers, and how he likes to take baths. Mickey had me believing that he was interested in everything I had to say. We left after the second drink. Mickey hailed a cab and I climbed in, but he didn't. I'll pick you up at your hotel tomorrow morning, 9 sharp. We're going to Las Vegas. But what about the gun? He flinched. What gun? The one you're under. He laughed. Oh, I can handle that remotely. Cell phone. No problem. See you in the morning. Sleep tight. Then the cab took off, and Mickey walked the other way down the street while I watched him out the back window. He hadn't even kissed me. You should know that I had never done anything this adventurous, ever. Except for the time a few weeks before the Chicago trip when I called in sick at work 4 days in a row while I went to 3 movies a day. My decision to trust Mickey was mostly a gut thing, though I had never been to Vegas before and had always wanted to check it out. Mickey was a true gentleman. I already felt comfortable with him. I was ready to step out of my life and right into A Touch of Mink, hoping things would turn out as well for me as they did for Doris Day, and that my chance meeting with a stranger would change the course of my life, too. My alarm was set for 7:30, but I woke up at 6 with a herd of buffaloes, right out of any classic Western movie you can think of, stampeding around my stomach. I am used to them waking me up when I'm nervous. They're kind of like annoying friends whose loyalty is so reliable that you overlook the fact that they usually make you feel nauseous. I took a shower and washed my hair, dried it, and styled it with lots of goo and gunk. It's cut pretty short, but not as short as Katie Lang's. By the time I finished messing with it, I looked like I could be a band member with Kiss if I just applied a lot of heavy white makeup and black eyeshadow. So I took another shower and washed it again, dried it and fluffed it up, silky and natural looking, like a healthy Catholic girl. Then I took another shower and let it air dry and put on a hat. I look good in hats, and this was a cute little cloche, like the one Angelina Jolie wore in The Changeling, only red. It did a good job of hiding my oversized ears. They're the main reason I have a lot of hats. I've tried longer hair, but it's straight and fine, and my ears poke through it without any problem at all. At 8:30, I went downstairs and checked out, then sat down in the hotel coffee shop and ordered a double espresso and a corn muffin, and picked up a Tribune someone had left behind. I was reading the funnies when Mickey walked in. He smiled. Nice hat. Even now, when I think about Mickey, I have to catch my breath. I told him on the plane to Las Vegas, when he reached over and held my hand, which, in case you didn't know, is about the sexiest thing a guy can do, that I'm not a woman who suddenly gets on airplanes with handsome men that she's known for less than a day. He said, you think I'm handsome? I must admit, though, that I did somewhat keep my head. When we got to the Chicago airport, I insisted on buying my own ticket. I didn't want to come off as a version of Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, although she did end up with a great wardrobe.